channel. How's everyone doing? In this video I'm going to be talking about HMP Forest Bank, which is now being labelled as a scandal hit prison because of everything that's going on in there. And what we're talking about in this episode is what the neighbours of the prison have actually been saying. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Tortured neighbours reveal hell of living next to scandal-hit prison where inmates escape. Drugs are dumped over walls, cars firebombed, and guards fall in love with prisoners. So tortured neighbours have revealed the hell of living next to the scandal-hit prison where inmates are getting drugs chucked over the walls and the screws are falling in love with the prisoners. Now, HMP Forest Bank in Salford, Greater Manchester, is a privately run prison. Now, most of the privately run prisons are overcrowded, and there's loads of stories going on like this inside the prisons where it's full of drugs and the staff are having relationships with the inmates. But the locals have said it's like the Wild West, with cars being firebombed and gangsters' malls visiting in plush cars. In the latest scandal, a female screw has just been moved off one of the wings over an alleged inappropriate relationship with a jailed former police officer. There have been a number of escape attempts from prisoners, with one dressing up as a teacher in a bid to fool the screws, while in 2019 4 armed men bungled an attempt to spring a drugs kingpin from the jail. Staff cars have also been targeted, with one prison officer's car torched in the car park in November last year, following a spate of attacks in 2022 which saw 6 cars vandalised in the staff car park. But people living next to the men's prison have said it also has a reputation for sex attacks and scandals, violence, arsonists targeting staff cars, and widespread drug abuse. One rapist at the prison died after being found covered in blood in his cell just days after he was handed a life sentence, with incised wounds to his neck, an inquest has heard. But I'm going to show you a video now which will show parcels getting chucked over the walls. Now, these videos are all over YouTube and TikTok, so it's not something new that I'm showing.
Getting busy. Go on then, lads. Go on then, lads. Go on then, boys. Burn free, you. I don't know. Yes, come in, John, quick. Come on. Go on, the boys. Yeah, a few of them's come. All come. There's one burning out. Where's these sausages getting cooked? Plums. Burn you.
As you can see by those videos, the parcels are coming over the walls because in prison on the exercise yard they've got netting on the exercise yard to stop parcels from being chucked over. But obviously prisoners come up with cunning plans, and this one is where they've actually set the parcels on fire so it'll burn through the netting. So one of the neighbours have said it's like living next door to a nest of vipers. It's shocking. It doesn't feel the safest place. You sometimes hear people screaming. They take drugs and then attack each other. Another neighbour said, who did not want to be named, the place really does need sorting. A while ago, someone seemed to escape every few weeks, and there have been arson attacks on cars. Footage shows inmates filming a rap video right under the noses of the screws after they reportedly smuggled phones in to shoot the clip before posting it on YouTube. But I'll just put that video on now, people, so you can have a look.
Came home and I did not collective spell. Me a Ryan on a super daytime with a boot up. Seeing and I love him, I don't need to lose my temper. Calm and collective, shoot then exit. First thing I bought without testing. Soon as I let rip, the barrel split, the bottom dropped off it. See me running with my limp. 3 weeks before that, the bike got wrapped, my ankle snapped. Still on gang, my gloves and mask. Listening to Boogie while I'm greasing up my strap. Ain't just the king of North, it's the king of rap. It's about time that we pay homage to the Mac. I'm the daddy though. Ain't many jails in the UK that I didn't go. Have me in a suit and restricted on the prison.
So it says the 2-minute video featuring rappers named L1 Money and Mazza L20 said it is filmed by all the mandem and begins with a message that reads, "This music video was filmed on the wings. It includes lyrics such as, do you know what it's like when you lose hope? 7 years straight and you still gotta do soch." Last year, a former guard at the prison was jailed for 3 years for having an inappropriate relationship with an inmate. Joanna Hunter, 28, conducted the relationship with Connor Willis while working at Forest Bank. Hunter, described as naive and vulnerable in court, believed Willis was in love with her and agreed to smuggle packages, including cannabis, into prison for him. She also sent him explicit photographs which were later found on her phone. Another female screw working at the prison was recently moved from her wing after she was accused of striking up a relationship with an inmate. In September last year, sex offender Katana Paris, who identifies as a woman, admitted groping 2 prison officers while being served food in a cell. Paris, 27, who was partway through a 3-year sentence at the time for attacking a nurse, assaulted the male and female staff members at Forest Bank in 2022. The inmate admitted 2 counts of sexual assault at Manchester Crown Court and was handed a further 6-month sentence. In November last year, a prison officer's car was torched in an arson attack in the car park. It was the latest in a number of attacks on staff cars. There have been numerous reports into overcrowding at the jail, as well as drug overdoses, attacks and rapes. One rapist at the prison, Vasil Natas, died after he was found covered in blood with wounds to his neck, an inquest heard last year. The 49-year-old, who had previously been on remand at HMP Forest Bank, had admitted a serious offence. At an inquest into the prisoner's death, coroner Mr. Timothy Brennard told jurors that Nastas was not considered to be a problem inmate when on remand and was engaging with prison staff well. Figures released by the Ministry of Justice reveal that the prison had 76 incidents in 2021 and 149 in 2022. The figures for Forest Bank were reportedly significantly higher than those at any other prison. Meanwhile, it was reported in 2022 that a gang smuggled drugs, phones and tobacco into the prison by throwing packages over the walls after being ordered to be by serving inmates. So that's the latest news and statistics on HMP Forest Bank, which the neighbours are getting sick of. But again, people, if you are enjoying the content, remember to comment, like and subscribe.